back for another episode, and it's brought to you by Hez Boxing Equipment. I am delighted to be joined by the WBC World Super Middleweight Champion, Mr. Dan Bonner. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. You?
Yeah, all good, all good. I'm going to just dive straight into the title fight. Tell us the immediate feeling when your name was called out.
Yeah, it was great. It was more relief than anything else. I knew I'd won. Do you know what I mean? I knew I'd controlled all 5 rounds. It hurt me at any point. I'd outskilled him, I'd outscored him. So it wasn't like a massive shock or anything. But yeah, it was just kind of, relief finally kind of did it kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Was the relief because of what happened in Australia a couple of years previous as well?
Yeah, I think that definitely kind of added towards it. It was the WBC was always the kind of one of the main goals. It's kind of everyone knows the green and the gold, don't they? So it was just a massive relief just to have finally got it, and at least that's another one kind of ticked off the bucket list, if you know what I mean.
And was it a bit extra sweet that it was a home show? I know it was Wigan, but it was still a home show.
Yeah.
Was it that little bit extra sweet that family and friends were there as well?
Yeah, definitely. That's as close to the home show as I'm probably going to get in at Wigan. Obviously, I train at Majestic Gym. That's in Wigan. So it's dead easy for everyone from Warrington. It's half an hour down the road, isn't it? It's half an hour down the M6. So it's dead easy for everyone to get to. Obviously, everyone else from Majestic is there cheering you on. So I've obviously I sell pretty decent tickets on Kev's show, but then I've got everyone else from Majestic as well who are there to support all the other Majestic lot. They chime in as well. So yeah, I love fighting on that show. I've had some great memories at the DWA.
Excellent. Now, are you going to want to defend your belt straight away? Is that the first thought in your mind?
It's an odd kind of timing now because my missus is pregnant again. We're due another baby in the Feb. I'm probably not going to be able to fight. Oh, cheers, mate. I'm probably not going to be able to fight till probably April, May, earliest. That's on the agenda. I wanted to start defending these titles. There's another world title that I want, the ISKA, the ISK title. I want that one as well. So that'd be nice. And then you can start looking at maybe 100% defending them or becoming undisputed. Or if ONE FC comes along, I'd be more than happy to go to there as well.
Yeah, that was my next question. Now, February of this year, you got through the first round.
Yeah,
you couldn't fight in the final. Has there been any murmurs, or have you heard anything about a possible opportunity? And because I know you'd snatch that straight away, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'd love to go to one. I think it suits my style. Is it the absolute be all and end all? No, there's other things that I want to work on as well. But yeah, there was kind of. I think ONE FC. I might get this wrong. I'm pretty sure there's like a referral meeting where they kind of have a talk. They all sit down, all like the heads and stuff, and they talk about who they want on and who they want on and who they could fight and what show they could fight. And then I think my name was kind of put in the referral meeting. I don't know how far it went from then. But like I said, there's other stuff I want to tick along. And if one comes, brilliant. Yeah, the money's better. And obviously everyone knows about ONE. It's the biggest platform for Muay Thai. If it doesn't come along, there's still other things. It's not the end of the world if I don't get there. If I will get to ONE when the time is right. When I'm supposed to get to ONE, that'll be the time I go to ONE.
Absolutely. What about RWS? Gym mate and pal is fighting there this week, oldest stadium in the world. Would you want to do that? Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, again, what you struggle with, especially in the Thai stadiums like Rajat, is they don't really do that many big lads on those shows. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The Thais are a small race of people, aren't they? So from like 72.5 onwards, you're going to struggle to get matches there. Obviously, Josh is at that like really lovely category where he's at 72.5, so we can get really good fights out there. Like I said, he's fighting this Saturday. He's got a massive fight there. They don't have, now and again they do, but they don't really have a stadium belt for people my size. So what I'd possibly end up doing is I'd go all the way to town and maybe just fight another foreigner. Well, I can do that here. I could do that in the UK, or I could go to somewhere in Europe to fight a German or a Russian or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, if I got offered it, for sure, I would take it. But again, I think I'd struggle to find someone my size that wasn't a foreigner, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So you mentioned around March, April time. Would Liam Harrison's Hitman Fight League, his last dance in the UK, suit you? Would that work?
That's too early, that, mate. I think we're due the baby at the end of Feb. Like, I think the baby's gonna come sooner than that.
Okay.
But like the due date's February 25th. I think Hitman's early March, so we'd be probably looking back end of April, start of May, something like that. I think that would be a good time. That would mean I can kind of, well, with the both of us, we'll get into a new routine. Obviously, we've got a daughter already. Get all that boxed off, make sure we're kind of flying on all cylinders, and then I can jump head first into another 8-week fight camp kind of thing, if you want to call it that.
Absolutely. The last time you was on the Hitman Fight League, Vinny Shawman, who's very good with words, and he's a mind coach for a lot of people. He's very well respected in the game. And you'd never had a nickname up until this point, and he just said it all the time, the Bomber. And now you've put it in your bio and stuff like that. Has it stuck? And do you feel like, yeah, I am the Bomber now? Because
that's it. I've always had a bit of. Go on, mate, sorry.
Sorry, mate. For a long time, you never had a nickname, did you? So now,
no. Well, you never really give yourself a nickname. It's up to someone else to give you the nickname. Do you know what I mean? Matthew didn't go around started calling himself the Beast, did he? Do you know what I mean? Did feel like a bit of an idiot doing that? Someone's give it to him, or he's earned that kind of moniker. So yeah, when he said it, it kind of stuck, and I use it. I say it's on my Instagram profile. I put it on my fight T-shirts on my walkouts on my back and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of it just makes you stand out a little bit, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? As long as people don't call me Dan the Bummer Bonner, then we're doing all right, aren't we? Do you know what I mean?
So with Vinny working as a mind coach for Lee Morrison and stuff, have you ever used him or anybody for that kind of thing, or would you consider it if you've not?
Yeah, I went to Vinny and I saw Vinny's a top guy. Vinny, I've been to him once. I can't remember if it was the first time. I think it's the first time I lost a world title fight. I think it was. I think I drew with a guy called Phil Casper in London. No, sorry, I never drew. We beat me on a split decision for the Muay Thai Grand Prix world title. And he was commentating on that show. He'd commentated on it. And I think he thought I'd won. And he could see I was really gutted and devastated about it because I thought, I'm going to be a world champion, blah, blah, blah. And then I'd never really spoke to Vinny before then. And he messaged me going, like, keep your chin up. You fought really well. We thought you'd won. And that's when I went to Vinny for the first time when I saw him. He was he has a place in Northwich, which is about half an hour away from me. So when I saw him, it was a good conversation. It was a great conversation, actually.
I think it's brilliant work that he does as well because, as we know, it's considered at the times loneliest sport in the world. When you're winning, everyone wants to be around you. When you're losing, nobody messages you. So it's good from that aspect. But moving on from yourself, your lads have been in action recently. Should we start with Archie and Brad? Did they fight on Josh's show? One win, one loss. Well, one win, one lesson. You never really lose in Muay Thai. It's just one of them, innit? You win.
Yeah, it was a top show to be fair. Enigma 2. It was only the second show Josh has done. I think the first one was in Warrington. This one was, I think it's like Preston, Chorley way. It's kind of like it's where the old Camelot used to be. It was a great venue, really good venue, and we had a junior on it as well. So we had young Dan McCormick, who's our leading junior. He's only 14 years old. He put on a really good performance. He won, and like I said, we had Archie on, and it was a good growth for me as a coach as well because we expected the gym is known as like very boxing and low kick, and they completely turned on its head and they clinched Archie and didn't expect that. And we had kind of gone in with this plan A of okay, we'll outskill him and we'll do this, we'll do that, and straight away I saw it and I thought, right, we've got to change this now. This isn't going to work. So from my point of view, we changed it in the corner after the first round, and he went and he won really comfortably. Then he fought really well, turned the fight on its head again, and it was a really good performance from Archie. He's going to go down a weight class in his next one because he makes that weight class. It's too comfortable for him. So I think if he goes down to say 63.5, he'll be big and strong, and he's still very clever at that weight as well. And then we had Brad as well, and that was a weird fight as well because he was supposed to fight a lad from Belgium, and then the lad pulled out a day before flying. So then we were kind of scrambling for an opponent, and Brad was supposed to fight 80 kilos, and he ended up taking a fight against a lad down south from Real Good Gym at like 88 kilos. This lad was like 6'6", massive lad, and he fought really well. He did loads of really good things, and I thought we'd taken it, but it was by no means a robbery or anything like that. The lad fought really well. He was scoring as well, again from a top gym down south called JD. And it was a loss, but he's learned loads of stuff from there. And he'll never fight anyone like that again. He's never going to fight 88 kilos against a 6'6" lad. So I was still really happy with his performance. I was still, there was loads of positives you could take away from it.
Absolutely. And Josh is collecting titles now. Is that his second title last week in Widnes?
Yeah, so he won the WRSA area title. I think that was sometime last year. And then he won the WRSA English title. So he's kind of following. That's the same route I took, where I won the exact same titles as he did at those kind of the area title. Then I moved on to an English title, and then it was European, and then the bigger shows came after that. Then, so hopefully that's a gateway, a pathway for him as well. And again, he fought a really good lad from a gym in Blackpool called Lone Star with a really good coach. And again, they're very technical, very technical, kind of stable fighters there. And again, he fought really well. Again, there's negatives you can take away, stuff he can go away and he can learn and pick on. But majority of it was really good, really positive stuff. And you don't moan about your wins, you moan about your losses. So yeah, I was dead happy with him. I'm chuffed for him more than anything else. I'm just happy for him.
Absolutely. And they're all the Brad's nearly 30 now, but the two younger lads, what do you think not to exclude Brad from it, not at all, but saying that, what do you think the ceiling is for the two younger lads? Because they I suppose that they could commit to it a little bit more than the elder lads, so to speak, couldn't you?
I think Archie and Josh are different. Archie definitely wants to get to the higher level, but I think Archie's like 21, 22, and he's earning really good money, and he drives a really nice car, and he still takes his training really seriously. But I don't think he doesn't want to travel to Thailand and fight he doesn't want to fight 4 or 5 times a year. He's got a really good attitude where he just wants to fight maybe 2 or 3 times, win some titles, and he doesn't want to become like just a professional fighter. He earns really good money. He drives a really nice car. He's got a girlfriend. He likes going out the weekend with lads. But when he's in his 8 weeks before a fight, he's on it, and he's up at 6 o'clock in the morning. He's doing his extras, doing his boxing, he's doing his road work and stuff. I mean, Josh, on the other hand, I think his main goal in life is Muay Thai. He's got nothing else outside the gym. He reminds me of me and Matthew when we was his age a little bit, where it was fighting or it was nothing. Do you know what I mean? We didn't want a load of girlfriends or going out clubbing or drinking and stuff. So I think they could both go far. Definitely. Josh is going to Thailand in December. He's going to go live out there for a few months. So I'm hoping he gets a few little fights out there. And again, he can refine some of his technique, and he needs to start doing some strength and conditioning, some stuff like that. I think that'll do him the world of good. I think he'll come back and it'll mature him a little bit, and he'll have a massive, say, 2025 ahead of all of them. It's going to be a big year for us next year.
Absolutely. And how do you feel, not like you mentioned, you had to switch it up within the first round of was it Archie's fight? Yeah.
Yeah, Archie and Josh's, to be fair, yeah.
How do you feel like you've come along as a coach? I know because you work under one of the best as well in Kev. Do you feel like he's helped nurture you and so you can make those decisions during fights, and it's not just like, right, stick to the plan and you just stick behind your jab and you just do your thing.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you've come along within the last 12 months? Because we spoke about this at the start of the year.
1,000,000%. It's all, I just try and sing off the same hymn sheet as Kev, really. That's what I love about Kev as well, and I love about being at Majestic. It's not just made me a world champion fighter, but he's made me much more of a better coach. Like, I understand the sport so much more, and I don't know it all. There's still better coaches out there in the UK than me, but I have learned so much from just watching Kev and being able to break down fights, because that's the key. You can go in with a plan A, but if there is only a plan A and that goes tits up, you're knackered. There is no plan. You've got to go in, with a plan, but if this doesn't work, okay, we do this. If this doesn't work, we do this. And you can only get that by being taught. He is more of a mentor, Kev. He's not a friend. He's a coach and he's a mentor, and that's all part of it. He's been a massive. He's the main kind of man in my professional career who's guided me to become where I am today. 100%.
Absolutely brilliant. So, do you know what you're having, you and Mrs.?
Yeah, it's another girl. Yeah, so we're gonna have 2 girls. I'm gonna be outnumbered.
Yeah, that's it. You're fucked now, mate.
I know, mate. It's done, isn't it? Yeah, it's game over. I said I'll have to get a dog or something. Yeah.
Dan, it's been a pleasure to chat again, mate. Thank you very much for your time.
No problem, mate. Cheers, buddy.
Thank you.
Bye, mate.